to this brand new video. This is more of a update box set video. Well, update video. More leaning towards Doctor Who again. This will probably be... Well, actually no, there'll be 2 more Doctor Who videos and then that'll be it for this year. There is a film unboxing a film I have to do as well, so yeah, let's get started. If this sort of video is your thing, but not in the Ice Master, I highly recommend you go to the Doctor Who Guide on YouTube. Alex, who's just done a great unboxing of the Matt Smith Blu-Ray box collection, which has all the Matt Smith stuff. Do recommend checking his channel for his collection and stuff if you're a fan of Doctor Who. So we're gonna get started. Now, I am aware I am expecting 6 more Doctor Who things. One which Alex helped procure and is on its way, which is the complete David Tennant Blu-ray box set. I'm getting the Season 9 Blu-ray box set of my sister for Christmas, and 4 Doctor Who DVDs for my parents for Christmas, which I ended up getting on Thursday, but I gave to them to wrap up and stuff. So this is where the first 2 of the unwraps are going to come from. But because I said this is going to be an update, I'm going to show the 2 other items I've got in the time as well. So I'm going to try and do this in order of releases as well if I can. So let's get started with the Ice Warriors, which is the first of the Patrick Troughton things I was after for. Just to point out that I've now got all Patrick Troughton releases from when Christmas Day comes. I will have all of them, aside from Underwater Menace and Web of Fear, because Underwater Menace is missing 2 parts of it, and Web of Fear is getting fixed for next year release. I'll be picking that one up. Them 2 are physically releases, but I'm not got them yet. So the Ice Warriors. In the distant future, Earth faces a new ice age, while a dedicated team of scientists battles to hold the approaching glaciers at bay. Startling discovery is made deep within the ice. An alien warrior, frozen for millennia. When the Doctor, Jamie, and Victoria arrive, they soon discover the Earth is under threat from the Ice Warriors, fearsome Martians intent on conquering our planet themselves. So this is a good one. Going to be a good one. And currently at the moment, this is where me and Liz Happy Places are. Liz Happy Places, I've been watching them in order. We've taken a few breaks, but we've got a system now where if a story is 4 parts, we watch on a night time all the way through. If it's a 6-part, then it will depend on how we are after the 4th episode. If it's basically going to be like, I'm going to fall asleep or she's going to fall asleep. If it's more than 6, for example, John Poetry's Inferno, and the War Games, which I'm going to do an unwrapping of, which is like 7 and 10 parts, we'll be splitting it across 2 days. So yeah, let's get this opened up and move on. And I do have my hand, and I do have my knife with me as well. But yeah, whipping in. Try and watch Doctor Who. It was nice to introduce Liz to Doctor Who, although it was a fun ride to begin with, where her aunt mentioned it to her and she wanted to see it, so I ended up showing her either the 3 Doctors or the 5 Doctors for the first time, and she enjoyed them. And then I showed her Modern with Dave the Doctor and School Reunion, and then after a while with her aunt we started watching from the beginning. So we watched Unearthly Child, and we got 4 episodes in the Alex. We need to finish it off. And then after I showed her the Regeneration video that's on YouTube and explained Regeneration, she realised that the Doctor is one big person, just in a new body each time. So now she was like, oh, we shouldn't be jumping because we were jumping all over the place. So yeah, glad that she's finally seen it in order, and she's glad I've seen it in order. Although at the minute she enjoys John Pertwee's Doctor. She enjoys him, and she enjoys River Song, Joe Grant, and Barbara as the companions, which is great. Nice, diverse range. But anyway, on to the next item. Now this one was bought off eBay and it wasn't wrapped up or anything, so it was used. But I got it for a good price and a bit cheaper than buying new. So here we have the Blu-ray version of Fury from the Deep, which was the recent animation release which I needed to pick up. So the TARDIS begins. The TARDIS brings the Doctor, Victoria and Jamie to the coast of Kent, England, where the ESGO complex is drawing up natural gases under the North Sea via a huge network of networks of pipes linked to the offshore rigs. But the Doctor is convinced he can hear something in the pipes, a heartbeat, something alive. Others at the complex have heard it too, and one by one contact with the rigs is being lost. But Chief Robson will have none of it. Work will continue. And so it does until sent by aggressive seaweed begins attacking the base and taking over the personnel one by one, creating a spearhead from which it will launch its attack and enslave the entire human race. Then the Doctor will stop the weeds eventing, or does the only real chance of success lie with Victoria, and if it does, can a way be found to utilise that without harming one of the Doctor's very best friends? So this is a full animation storyline which is great to have. Next we've got The Dominoes. Dorcas, planet of harmony and of enlightenment, home to the beautiful Dorcarians, an oasis of calm in the cosmos and complete of and completely defenseless. I just don't like where they put that PP there, it makes it hard to read some things. The Doctor, Jamie and Zoe arrive to find Dorcas enslaved by the cruel Dominators and their deadly robot savages. The Quarks, the pacified Curious offers no resistance. Can even the Doctor save the people who are willing to collaborate in their own destruction? So, I'm going to be interested. Some of these I have seen, some of these I haven't seen, so going to be fun. And again, 2 for 10 from HMV. This is how I got the fall from my parents as a Christmas present. Though my HMV makes things a little bit of a challenge, because when I went in to get the 4 for 10, my aim was trying to get all the available 4 for 10 Patrick Troughton ones I was missing. Except they didn't have the next one I'm going to show, but we'll get to that momentarily. So, the Dominators. Whoops, still a bit of plastic wrap on that. So, they didn't have this next one, which is the Mind Robbers. This is on the 4 for 10. So I had to get the next 2 after this, which were on the 5 for 10. But the last one I'm going to show for Patrick Troughton, that one is not on the 2 for 10, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So here we have the Mind Robbers. Escaping from a volcanic eruption on the planet Dorcas, the Doctor is forced to use the TARDIS emergency unit, which takes craft out of normal time and space and out of reality itself. The time traveler arrives in from the mankind's worst imaginations. Imagine it. This one's gonna be very interesting to watch, and cannot wait to watch it. Now next should be the Invasion and the Croutons. They're the two that I'm getting for my mum and dad, along with two John Pertwee storylines, which we'll get to when we get to it. So that's why I'm not showing them next. Now this, I did order this, the one I'm going to show you now, and the box set from Amazon, because these were like the other place I could get. But this next one, HMV did have, but it's still like £8. And I think the reason why is because it's a free disc set, even though it is a 10-part storyline across, which will be on 2 discs. And here we have the War Games. Patrick Troughton's final story as him being the only Doctor. He does then reappear in the 3 Doctors with John Pertwee and William Hartnell, the original Doctor. The 5 Doctors with Peter Davison as the 5th Doctor, John Pertwee again, and someone playing the 1st Doctor, and it's not William Hartnell. And then the 2 Doctors where he plays alongside the 6th Doctor, Colin Baker, so it won't be the last that Patrick Troughton will see. So, the War Games. The TARDIS has materialised in a world of trench warfare, barbed wire and poison gas. The Western Front, 1970, in the chaos and paranoia of the First World War. The Doctor and his companions are separated from their ship, captured and court-martialed. The death sentence is swiftly pronounced, but always not as it seems, as the Doctor finds himself increasingly out of his depth and facing impossible odds. The only solution is the truly unthinkable. He must seek help from those he most fear, his own people, the Time Lords. And like I say, this is a 10-part storyline, so looking forward to watching this. I've never seen this one, and everyone says it's an epic, and I am looking forward to it. Not a fan it's in a clear case, but probably the other cases the BBC had at the time. Because I don't know if this one is in like a grey case. I think it is in HMV, but I don't know how that's done. That's well the wrapper. So yeah, looking forward to giving that a well-known watch. This next one is a Blu-ray release. This was one I bought pre-owned again on eBay. Me and Liz watched the documentaries last night because we didn't have time to watch The Ice Warriors. And this is A Spirit from Space, the Blu-ray, which, to be honest, I think is a bare bone release. But some of my friends were talking about this with me, saying like it may be a bare bones release, but it's more of a companion piece to when the 2014 special edition came out on DVD. So hopefully when season 7 comes out on Blu-ray, like the season 7 set, this will have, the Blu-ray will have everything on it. And of course this is John Pertwee's debut story. As punishment for breaking the laws of time, the Time Lord have forced the Doctor to change his appearance, taking away his ability to time travel, and exile him to Earth. But as the TARDIS arrives, so does a meteor shower carrying an alien invasion force. Originally shot on 16mm film, the classic Doctor Who story is the first to be upgraded into stunning high definition. I do have the original DVD for Spearhead, so good story. Now, my parents for Christmas. And because War Games is not on the 2 for 10, and they didn't have the Mind Robbers in stock, I had to go into the John Pertwee collection. So I got the Ambassadors of Death from Season 7 and the Day of the Daleks from Season 9. Now, my initial plan was just to get from Patrick Troughton, when Patrick Kent is, and from Spearhead, all my Doctors would be from Blu-Ray, unless they do the collection sets for William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton. Well, that kind of just hit a bump in the road where I realised I had 3 episodes of Season 7. The 3 stories from Season 7, which would be Spirit from Space, Ambassadors of Death, and Inferno. And then I would have finished the season, and then I'd be missing the second story in that season, which is And the Scissorhands. And I was going like, oh, I'll find the Scissorhands solo. Nope. Only released in this box set, or as a part of the Doctor Who DVD magazine files, which the seller on eBay had it, but I had nothing else that could fill in gaps. Because this was before I tried to get the War Game, before the Mind Robber and War Games. Because I ordered this the same time as them. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to get the box set. This box set. And it comes with Sea Devils, which is a Season 9 episode. And because I bought Day of the Daleks, which is also Season 9, I was like, I'm gonna have to finish that season off. This is just my little bit of OCD where it's like, okay, now I'm gonna have to get Season 1 to 9 on DVD. And hopefully not have to go through Season 11, because touch Season 11 on DVD. But what I've said is, if I have to touch Season 11 on DVD, which I do have to, because there's another box set which has Curse of Paladons, but it also has a Season 11 story in that box set. So yeah, I've decided I'm gonna get Season 1 to 11 on DVD if I have to, and then just to fill in those gaps, and when the Blu-rays come out for them, substitute for the Blu-rays. I do have Season 8 Blu-ray on pre-order. So yeah, sorry for a little bit of convoluted backstories, but it's just my OCD of like, once I start a season on DVD, I'm gonna have to finish it on DVD unless there's a season set. So enough of that mumbo jumbo. Onto the box set, which is the Beneath the Surface box set. So we have John Pertwee, and on the back we have Peter Davison, the Fifth Doctor. And this features the episodes Doctor Who and the Scissorhands, Sea Devils, and Warriors of the Deep. All 3 classic battles with the Scissorhands and Sea Devils. Just so people understand, Warriors of the Deep, I'm not worrying about getting that season set because I'm just going to wait for the Blu-rays for that one. So we have John there and Peter Davison there. So let's open this up. Try not to damage this set. Oh, there's some wrap up top. So I'm going to keep the out of shell case, but I'm going to put it to one side like you did with the beginning of this box and my Keys to Time box set, because I'm going to put these in the correct order. Oh, good, they're not sealed up like they were in with the beginnings box set. So here we have the second story for Season 7, Doctor Who and the Scissorhands. Exiled to Earth and now working for UNIT as their scientific advisor. The Doctor is summoned to an underground research centre at Wembley Moor to investigate a series of inexplicable power losses. Initially suspecting sabotage, he soon discovers that the nearby cave system conceals a colony of an ancient reptilian race called the Scissorhands. Awakened from hibernation, which has lasted millions of years, they are now intent on reclaiming the Earth from mankind. So looking forward to giving this a watch. And next we got security prison on a remote island off the south coast of England. When the Dog's Hunter pay a visit to the old enemy, they find him a reformed character. But can the spite of mysterious shipping accidents and gullible reports of sea monsters in the logger really be a coincidence? The Doctor soon finds himself it's against the Sea Devils, an ancient race of reptiles intent on eliminating mankind and reclaiming the Earth for themselves. So that's going to be a good one. And lastly we have Warriors of the Deep. 2084. Two global superpowers hovering on the brink of war. When the TARDIS is forced to make an unplanned visit to Seabase 4, the Doctor, Deacon, and Kellogg finds himself accused of being enemy agents, quickly embroiled in a deadly game of paranoia intrigue. It becomes clear that others on the base have sabotage and murder. However, there's a great threat to mankind: the Scissorhands and Sea Devils, prehistoric reptiles seeking to reclaim the Earth. Can the Doctor prevent them implementing their final solution and triggering a war that could wipe out the entire human race? So, looking forward to watching that one too when we get to that point. So that is it for Doctor Who, for like updates and pickups at the minute until the new stuff. I am not going to unwrap the 4 that I've been talking about until Christmas Day if Mum hasn't taken the wrapping off, which hopefully she won't, but we'll see. And when the box set from Alex turns up, I will probably do a video to that one as well. So now, the non-Doctor Who item, if you're still here. The reason why I decided to do Doctor Who first was just to prevent people being both like, oh, because of this movie, saying like, well, that is not connected with that, so I wanted to save this one for last. So the film I picked up was Edward Scissorhands on Blu-ray. I owned the original DVD. I was actually looking for Home Alone on Blu-ray as well, but they didn't have that in stock. They had the DVD in stock and the 4K one, and I was like, I'm not paying more for 4K. If this wasn't there and Home Alone wasn't there, I would have got 2 more Doctor Who's, but yeah, Edward Scissorhands with the new artwork. Starring Johnny Depp and directed by Tim Burton, Depp delivers the performance that launched his career as Edward, an irresistible, charming creation with razor-sharp metal hands and a heart of gold. Edward's lonely life in the Gothic castle changes forever when he meets a kind-hearted Avon lady, Diane West, who takes him to a pastoral paradise known as Suburbia. Thanks to his fantastic talents, Edward becomes a neighbourhood sensation, but when he falls in love with Kim, Renault Rider, he must go to the extraordinary lengths to protect her. I haven't seen this all the way through. I always catch it near the end or middle of it, but I do know it's Liz Happy Place's favourite movie, and we are going to be watching this on her birthday. I'm just looking forward to watching this all the way through. I will be picking the latest up at some point in time. So let's unwrap this and then call it a video. So yeah, this is on free of all of its wrapping, and I believe this is the uncut version, but we'll soon look at it sometime. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have a great day or evening, and I shall see you again soon.